kind of want to hang around and see how long you can go, where you get into the fourth quarter and anything can happen. UAlbany trying to find their identity early on. We talked about how tough their schedule is. Started off with 4 straight losses in February, but then comes back on March 1st with the win against Colgate. And again, a lot of players missing in this game for Katie Thompson. Haley Felinas not playing. Ava Popard not playing as well. And a lot of it, I think the scratches would be towards, and there's an early shot and goal by the Great Danes. What a start as Gracie McCauley buries it in the back of the net, and UAlbany strikes first, taking a 1-0 lead. Wow, the celebration on the UAlbany sideline, and it's a perfect 5-minute start for the Great Danes. McCauley buries it in the back of the net. We'll head to break. 1-0 Great Danes here on ESPN+. Cook, with no Haley Felinas this afternoon, will be the main draw controller. Abby Herod will take control for Boston College. She's a 2 for 2 so far on the draw control. Boston College early on has had a tough time clearing it, but a nice job on that possession. Now quickly come the Eagles. A little bit more urgency out of this timeout. I'd imagine head coach Acacia Walker in her 13th season got into them, as that was a quick start and finish for the Eagles. And just like that, we are tied up at 1. And who is it but Rachel Clark? Our player to watch starts off early, and we'll see this set up by the Eagles. Nice pass. And no hesitation from Clark. She switches over, gets through the double team, and that's just how strong she is able to finish and get it by McCarthy. Now to keep in the zone with 50 on the shot clock. But UAlbany will start their America East play, as we talked about, at home on Saturday. That's a noon start before they play a couple games of non-conference, home against Robert Morris, then to Clemson. But a chance here for the Eagles to take a 2-1 lead. Quick shot and up into the upper corner. Beautiful finish. And Boston College, after being down 1-0, now takes a 2-1 lead. And you get those free opportunities. If you're Boston College, you got to be able to convert on them, and they've been able to do it so far here in the early going. We'll take another look at it. Straight on, a dangerous spot here, and for McCarthy, tough to really defend. Team that won a national championship a couple years ago. And that pass, a turnover, and here come the Eagles, and they have the advantage. Quick pass. Clark tries to split the double team, and there's going to be a call as Clark will get a free chance opportunity. She's got one of the 2 goals already for Boston College this afternoon. Clark shot and a score, and already 2 goals for Rachel Clark. The senior keeps adding to those totals, and we have a 3-1 Boston College lead, as they have the players on the sideline celebrating. And this is just really tough to put on McCarthy when you start giving free opportunities and free runs for Boston College. Clark Boston College very methodical in their offense, but very efficient as well. Beautiful pass inside, shot goes right off the side of the cage. And that will go out of play. We'll stay here with the Eagles. Under 30 seconds on the player advantage for Boston College. Pass up, splits the double team. Will go through, shot is good, and Boston College flexing their muscles here in quarter number 1. That is Devin Russell, the freshman, able to split the double team and going for the goal. We'll take another look at it here. Russell, good job there, recognizing that a double team, the shift in the zone, not able to get to her. She exploits that and is able to score her first of the side. Kicked away by McCarthy, a nice save on the Lopinto shot. And that's where you can see that the camaraderie between the three, between Lopinto, Clark, and Davis, the way they're able to pass, know where each other is. Already on the shot clock. What a ripping shot. And just as you had the save before, Lopinto comes right back and buries it in the back of the net. The transfer from Florida gives a 5-1 lead to the Eagles. And the celebration on the sideline for the Eagles as they all just pile on. They'll count it down for the 5 goals they already have. And you can see the beautiful pass from Clark. Lopinto doesn't hesitate at all, and really nothing McCarthy can do. As from that, has been on lists like the Tewaaraton list, and Boston College has 3 players that are on that list for top player in the country. And Katie Pascal trying to pass on that knowledge from so many runs and chances in the NCAA tournament as that shot from Clark bounces over the crossbar and will stay here. But to a team that leaned on Katie Pascal last year to do the scoring and the passing and the ability to get points like you see already with Lopinto and Clark and Davis, the missing piece UAlbany's still trying to find, and that's their offense, and has put a lot of pressure on their defense. Beautiful pass and finish, and the #1 team in the country really flexing their muscles now as they take a 6-1 lead. This was a long pass, and nice job of cutting and seeing that cutter. No hesitation on that shot either. We talked about already in this game, UAlbany struggling to score, but it's not in a lack of effort and trying, and shots have been there, but you're seeing Shea Dolce, one of the best goalkeepers in the country, as Rowe tries to split a triple team, and she gets it into the back of the net. You can see Dolce patting herself on the back, but that was or right on the chest, saying it was her fault. But what a shot from Courtney Rowe, the senior from Rush Henrietta High School, adds 1, and now it is 6-2 Boston College. See this, a nice dodge here, getting by one defender, knowing another was coming, fires it away, and then able to. That will stay here with the Boston College Eagles. That's Emma Torkoff. Good defense from her. She, all over Lopinto here, trying to not make anything easy for her, and that's what you got to do against one of these top teams. Be physical, kind of bring the game to them. A lot of pressure for the UAlbany defense, as you've seen already how efficient Boston College can be. And there it is, one pass, turn, shot is good. And Boston College able to add on here, make it 7-2. And that is Molly Driscoll, the sophomore attacker from Middletown, Mass. They'll throw the teammates up 4-7 more times. Nice job here, set up, as she's just sitting right in the middle of the zone. Pass, Driscoll doesn't miss on that one. She's the 4th. She will have it in an awkward position out to Rowe. Oh, to Roos. Roos, physical play, and that'll be a penalty on Roos, even with the save from Dolce. Dolce having herself quite an afternoon. We mentioned her as she's an All-American ACC Most Outstanding Player coming into her 3rd season. All ACC, she was the goalkeeper of the year And now quickly goes from the stop to the goal for the Boston College Eagles, and that is how dangerous they are. They're loving it on the sidelines. They have built their lead up to 8-2. And we'll take a break and take another look as we head to break. Boston College up 8-2 here on ESPN+. Difference between shot clock and game clock. Pass inside, good defense from the Great Danes, hounding, knocking it away, but now will be a call as Moscone tried to get a shot off, but she'll get a free position opportunity in a dangerous spot head on against Quinn McCarthy. Moscone, shot and score, and no hesitation from Mia Moscone. The attacker from Irvington, New York, adds another one for the Eagles. It is now 9-2. And adds to an already high percentage as a team for Boston College. And saw the opportunity. But UAlbany defensively really had it going early on, and we've seen glimpses of it like that as we'll have a foul call as Clark was trying to go in. And Clark will have it just off center. Waiting for the ready for play. Clark goes to the right side, able to bury it in the net. And now double digits in the first half for Boston College. Yet again this season, they continue to be a scoring machine with 10.5 left to play in the first half. It is now 10-2 Boston College. Really tough to put a goal scorer of the caliber of Clark with that free position shot, and even taking a shot to the face did close towards the end of that shot clock. And quickly here come the Great Danes. Want to set it up out to Rowe now. Rowe to Roos, now to Weaver. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, a lot of scratches for Katie Thompson's squad in preparation for the start of America East play on Saturday. Beautiful pass and finish. Mooney over to Rowe. And a quick start for the Great Danes in the opening couple minutes of half number 2. They've cut the deficit to 10-3. Loving it on the sidelines here at John Fallon Field, but that was a beautiful possession coming out of the half for UAlbany as you see Mooney looking, searching for the cutter, and then she does find Rowe, and no hesitation on that shot from Rowe. Saw the double team coming, the catch and trigger fire for Rowe. Physical play now, but that's 2 cards already quickly for the Great Danes. Coach Thompson trying to see if make sure they see it both ways. But I mean, obviously as a coach, trying to look at any way to get an advantage and see if they can be as aggressive as Boston College is. But now that's dangerous because it resets the shot clock fully for Boston College, and they have a 2-player advantage for another 20 seconds. Pass inside, shot and goal. Beautiful job on the player advantage for Boston College as Mia Moscone adds another, and it brings the lead 11-3 for Boston College. We'll come back with more action. Here's a beautiful pass. Moscone coming across, finishes for the Eagles right off the post. 11-3 Boston College here on ESPN+. From Harridan, then handed off. Moscone and the Boston College offense. They mentioned one of the high-powered offenses in the country. They've been held under 20 goals just a few times this season. Albany defensively have played rather well by the numbers. Problem is being able to score when they've had their opportunities. Beautiful spin and finish. And that is Emma Laporto, not to be mistaken. She adds another goal for herself, and now it is 12-3 Boston College. A nice little job here. She goes right there, switches hands, turn, and then a beautiful shot. Really tough for Sincebo to even see that, let alone try and being hounded from Cole all the way down. Now the double team comes. Weaver trying to find some help, and she throws it away on the turnover, trying to find Mooney. O'Connor now passes it up, and Boston College will set it up offensively. Shot and finish. That is Devin Russell, adds her name to the scoring books. Take another look at that to see. From my angle, could tell it looked like her, but beautiful pass. You can tell how quickly Boston College can get this down the field. And that was Quinn, rather, who was able to rear back and fire with some pace, taking the contact and still able to score as well. Now brings it 13-3. As you can see now, we're in a running clock situation as called for by the referees. So you'll see that clock run throughout, even in calls or stoppages. Pass and finish. Look at this. Boston College not holding back as they'll add another one. The Millis quickly down the field. They get off the draw control. Baker was looking for help, passes it up, and a nice job of pass finish from Thamilis, and a timeout taken. Well, she's so good, especially those shots that are low, really can give a goalie some problems. The low bouncers and skids, and she's so good getting that stick quickly to the ground with those block shots. Free position opportunity for Boston College to add on. Clark inside and finishes. Boy, Rachel Clark so good on those free position chances. Give her another one this afternoon, and it's 15-3 Boston College. Take another look at this one, and even from a tough angle like this from Clark, her speed able to get her into position and battle through the contact to go over the shoulder of Sincebo. In just 2 of their 6 games, and albeit that they'll have an incredible fourth quarter today, will stay at 2. But with Vermont coming here on Saturday, it'll be a question of now how can this team put up enough goals against the top level of the America East to work their way through the America East schedule and on now to a chance to win the America East Conference Tournament. Pass inside, shot, and goal. Wow. Boston College so good setting it up, and there's no hesitation on any of these shots. They add another one, making it 16-3. And that is always such a tough one for a goalkeeper. Going from behind the net, you're looking there, you can see Sincebo not even looking where the ball was, rather. And Lapinto, beautiful job hitting the open spot. She adds another one. another procedural call, giving a free chance opportunity for Boston College and Clark. Clark in a dangerous spot. And she's able to parry it in the back of the net, and Clark adds another one to her resume, making it 17-3. And in just so many dangerous ways, can Clark and Lopinto and Davis, the way that they're able to create space, one, but then play physically enough to create these free chance opportunities. You can see here, there's no waiting before the defenders can close in on her, and that's not an easy spot to hit in that. Boston College, very surgical offensively. You see Lopinto there, almost like a quarterback trying to set up their offense. Now, pass out. Also hands it off as Claire Quinn. 20 on the shot clock. Shot on the side. Beautiful shot and finish. And Boston College, boy, we can see them all the way through, as that's Mallory Hasselbeck, the redshirt junior. What a nice goal from her. She catches, goes to the side, and able to beat Sinsimo low and to the left. This pass high. You see Hasselbeck go low, and then boom, right through the 5-hole for Hasselbeck. She'll add to the scoring tally. And give another shout out to Colleen Mullen and the UAlbany women's basketball team. Again, they'll be playing for a chance to go. It is March Madness time in the basketball world. They'll have an opportunity to go to the NCAA women's basketball tournament. They will play just across from John Fallon Field at 5 o'clock on Friday for that opportunity. Chance now for Boston College, and battling through the contact to score. That was Molly Driscoll. And wow, two defenders converge on her. She's unhurried and unbothered. On the left side, able to score. It is now 19-3. You can see this Driscoll. Looks like she stopped here with the two UAlbany defenders. And Torkoff and McCauley. Cook with a shot just wide. No hesitation there from Cook as she found an opening. But Dolce had a huge afternoon, holding the Great Danes to just 3 goals. McCauley, beautiful spin move, hesitation, shots, and finishes. Dolce not happy with that one, but a beautiful move from Gracie McCauley. And not only the spin, but the shot fake, I think, was really got Dolce, and then was able to go to the lower left here. Beautiful job setting it up. She sees the double team coming here, plants her foot, spins, no one there to help. The shot fake high, and then goes low. The net. Seconds left on the game clock. And a turnover from the Great Danes as Kelly Blake gets it up. Boston College trying to hurry, see if they can get to 20 yet again. Beautiful pass, shot, and the finish. Boston College gets to 20 goals again this season. Beautiful pass up to Brooke McCloy, who was able to score. And that will do it. Final score this afternoon, McCloy is able to cap it off for Boston College. They will end with a 20-4 win. And it was a offensive powerhouse performance from Boston College. New Albany battled through, put out a nice performance. We'll be back again for more UAlbany women's lacrosse on Saturday at noon.